If you want to fully prepare for PTE core without failure, check out our self-paced course link in the description. We guarantee your improvement, and if you don't see it, get all your money back. More details given in the description. Okay, friends, let's be real today. Most PTA core videos out there just teach you each reading question type in isolation, like little islands floating on the ocean. But in the actual exam, these islands are part of one big map. So today, I'm not just going to show you what each reading part looks like. We are going to compare them, contrast them, and expose what's worth your energy and what's basically a trap that eats your time. Think of this as a survival map for PT core reading section. All right, so let's move on to the big picture. So the reading section means time management game, not just language skills. You don't need to be a literature professor. You just need to be a smart with patterns. There are five key parts. The first one is multiple choice, single answer, multiple choice, multiple answers, and reorder paragraphs, reading fill in the blanks, and then reading and writing fill in the blanks. So here is a quick contrast. High impact scoring task means, especially that comes in fill in the blanks, reading and reading plus writing. And if you ask me what is the low impact or high risk traps, then that is equal to the MCQs. And especially when we are talking about the time hungry puzzle, of course, it's reorder paragraphs. Okay, so let's do the compare and contrast deep dive. Let's start with the multiple choice questions. Now, these look familiar because we have all done multiple choice tests in school, right? But here's the catch. In PTE core reading, they behave very differently. When you see the single answer multiple choice, it's honestly the safest one. You read the question, you scan the passage, you pick one answer, and you move on. Even if you're not 100% sure, you take your best guess and you don't lose marks for being wrong. So it's quick, low risk, and not worth overthinking. But then comes the multiple question, multiple answer choice. So this one is the trap. You know why? Because you can lose marks for picking wrong options. Okay. So that means if you select two answers and only one is correct, you don't get rewarded. You actually lose points. And here is the thing, these questions give very little to your total score compared to how much time and mental energy they demand. So, my advice is very simple, don't get stuck. If you're confident, select your answers and move on. If you're not sure, just pick the one that seems best and keep going. So, time is too valuable to waste here. Remember it. Please take your notepad and take a note of all the points that we are discussing because that's how you will come to know where to give the importance and where to give the emphasis. Okay. The next one is about reorder paragraphs. This one feels like a puzzle, almost like you're playing with building blocks. The task checks whether you can put sentences or paragraphs in the right order so the text makes sense. And the good news here is you get partial credit. That means if you correctly link two sentences together in the right order, you can earn marks even if the rest is wrong. So don't chase perfection here. Your goal is not to solve the whole puzzle perfectly. Your goal is to create strong, obvious links between sentences. Got it? So, what does that mean in practice? First, you have to start by looking for topic sentences. Usually, these are general opening lines that don't refer back to anything. Then you have to find supporting details or references like linking pronouns like he, this, such, which clearly link to another idea. So once you have identified a pair, lock them in and then you can move on. So don't burn 5 minutes just to get one puzzle perfect. Remember, this question type is moderate in scoring, so it's important but not the main game. Okay? Finally, let's come to the heart of PTE core reading. Fill in the blanks questions. These are the real scoring machines, and if you want a high reading score, this is where you need to invest most of your time and you need to focus. Okay, so there are two versions. The first one is reading fill in the blanks and reading and writing fill in the blanks. At first, they look similar. Both ask you to choose the correct word from a drop down list to complete the sentence. But here's the key difference. If you take reading fill in the blanks, it only affects your reading score. While reading and writing fill in the blanks affects both your reading and writing score. That means one task is feeding two skills at the same time, which makes it golden. Now, how do you approach them? The biggest skill you need here is collocation knowledge. That's knowing which words naturally go together in English. For example, we say make a decision. We don't say it as do a decision, right? We say heavy rain. We don't say strong rain. So if you have practiced with word pairs and phrases, you will see the correct answer almost jump out at you. Another tip is to always read before and after the blank. The sentence before the gap often gives a clue about the tone, grammar, context, and the sentence after helps confirm whether your choice makes sense or not. So don't just rely on grammar rules. Context and meaning matter even more. So if you're planning your reading strategy, put 70% of your focus here in this fill in the blanks reading and fill in the blanks reading and writing. So these are the tasks that truly push your score upward. Okay, now let me go to the priority ladder. Let's keep this simple. At the very top, the task that matters most is reading and writing fill in the blanks. So this is your jackpot because it gives you marks in two sections. One is reading and writing. Right below that is reading fill in the blanks. Still very powerful, still worth your focus. Next comes reorder paragraphs. Yes, it counts, but don't waste too much time trying to get everything perfect because partial credit helps. So grab what you can and you can move on. And finally, at the bottom of the ladder, the multiple choice questions. These give very little score compared to the time they take. So treat them lightly, answer quickly, don't overthink. In short, fill in the blanks, high reward, MCQs or time trap. Okay, let me give you some of the quick survival hacks. First, watch the clock. Don't let MCQs steal time from fill in the blanks. And the second one, train collocations. Phrases like make a decision or strong coffee will help you pick answers faster. And the third one is skim where it is required. Read deeply where it matters. MCQs need just a skim, but fill in the blanks deserve a careful reading. Okay? And finally, don't chase perfection in reorder paragraphs. Get the obvious links, take your partial marks, and move on. If you follow this, you will play smart, not hard. And that's exactly how you score high. If you want to fully prepare for PT Core without failure, check out our self-paced course link in the description. We guarantee your improvement, and if you don't see it, get all your money back. More details given in the description. See you for now. Bye bye.